Hi guys, it's Crystal with Design Bundles. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make this awesome 3D project using cardstock. You could use cardstock, paper, craft board, whatever you want to. This is a layered project and you're going to be able to find it over on our website. So let's go ahead and get started. For today's project, all you're going to need is cardstock, adhesive, and optional, you can add in a wooden sign. Over here in designbundles.net, this is the file that we are using today. It is a 3D spooky jack-o'-lantern. This is a mandala and it's going to come with multiple layers. So you've got a couple pieces of black here, gray, a couple different oranges and greens. But you can totally feel free to use, cardstock papers. You can use craft board. You can use holographics. And you can change up the colors and do whatever you want. This file comes with a ton of different pieces, so you can bring these pieces in individual, or you can bring it in as one big file, which will be listed at the very end of this download. So you guys will definitely check that out there. So all you have to do is add it to the cart, download it to your computer, and bring it over to your favorite die cutting machine. Today I'm going to be using the Cricut Explore Air 2, and so let's go ahead and head on over to Cricut Design Space, and I'll show you how to use this file. So now that we're over here in Cricut Design Space, you'll see that it's all stacked together, and you have all these individual layers. So you can sit here and pick and choose, and maybe you only want to keep this one, so you could sit here and hit the eyes here on everything that you don't want to keep, and then maybe you just want to keep those two, whatever it may be, or you want to keep them all, which is what we did today. So everything is attached together so you can size this. So for example, I did 6 inches wide today, just like this, and then that's it. Like I said, you could sit here and play around with the colors if you want to change these, or you can simply just cut it out. This is a very super easy file to use. So what I'm going to do is hit make it, and you're going to see that they are going to come into these different layers, and then some of them, so for example this right here, it's going to cut both pieces out in one. So you can definitely do that if it's the same color. Like these two grays, I ended up using the same gray. You could use one just a little bit darker, but I use the same. I could always come over here, hit the 3 dots, move object, and I can actually move it to this mat here, confirm, and then I can have them both here like so and just use the same color. Or I can have a piece of cardstock up here that's this color, a piece of cardstock here that's this color. So that way I can load 2 pieces on one mat, if that makes sense. So there's that. You don't need to mirror anything. You're just simply cutting everything out. You're going to hit continue. I put the dial on cardstock because that's what I used, unless I changed it. So some of them I had craft board. So at that point I would turn it to custom and I would choose the proper material. So that's it. So let's go ahead and head on over to the craft room and put this together. Now that we have all of our pieces cut out, let's put it together. So with this option, I was just showing you with the wood, you can do it on the inside or the outside. We'll get into that here in just a bit. For these first few layers, I'm just using glue dots. You can use a tape runner. I just recommend that you use anything that's going to cover the larger surfaces much quicker. No need to waste your time trying to be real intricate with the adhesive. So like I said, just using those glue dots, really love those. Another thing that you could be doing in between layers is adding adhesive, squares or circles and things like that. That would help give this more dimension as well. But in time for this video, I could not find my adhesive square dots, and I'm telling you, I have a ton of them. Couldn't find them. But like I said, as I'm getting closer to the more intricate, now you're going to see where I use liquid adhesive. And don't worry about getting perfect because this is going to dry clear. I'm just going over it as best as I can, and then I'm just going to pop it down. And then here in a second, as you can see, when I get more with the intricate, I'm going to start going backwards and adding a little bit of liquid adhesive around the top, because the whole time you haven't seen me adding anything there. I'll do that here in just a bit. So you can add it to the underside, you can add it to the top piece like that. Like I said, this is going to dry clear, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. So I just love the way that it came out. The more and more the layers keep going up, it's really, really neat. It would be really cool if I would have done a darker gray, so one light, one dark, and that would really popped just a little bit more. And if I would have had a darker orange, it really would have popped even more. So definitely check that out when you guys make this yourself. Now you can make this smaller and, you know, put it on a card or whatever, but you can take it one step further and put it on a sign like this. So you can put it on the inside and pop it up, which is I'm going to do. You can take a paper towel roll. This is actually from my HTV vinyl. So I'm just going to cut that down with a pair of scissors, and then I'm going to take some more of those glue dots and I'm going to apply just a couple to each side, and that way I can put it in here and pop that up. Now you could definitely use a hot glue gun and stuff like that, but I'm one that likes to reuse these things, my surfaces. So if I do this, I can actually pull it out when I get past this and maybe put a turkey in there or whatever. So think about that when you're making your projects. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.